I'm not sure what Marshy's been up to, but he's been building this bike since Monday. It's now Thursday. He's trying to ignore us, but he has been. And it's still not fully built.
Finished. Ready to go.
I can see that the shock's not on. I'm Greg Minnaar from South Africa. I ride on the Santa Cruz Syndicate. I ride a Santa Cruz V10. For me, it's important to get a really comfortable feel on the bike, and once I'm comfortable and I feel really at home, I can push it a bit more. For me, it's all the handlebar and the brake position. It's a constant battle, because once you get on a steeper track, it feels like the brakes have dropped a bit or they're too far up, and I always get into this mix-up of where the bar's positioned, where the brakes are. I think when you settle into a bike and become a bit stagnant, I think that's when you can drop behind. I think we've been at the forefront of pushing the bike and myself to try and be better in different areas where we feel it lacks. I think that's what maybe has kept us in the game for so long. I've been doing this for 20 years, it's changed a hell of a lot. You know, being 6'3", I find my balance is always off from either too far forward or too far back. Now with the bigger bike, it's a lot easier to get set up. Once we get the bar, angle and brake set up, I'm so particular on wanting to find comfort. Once I have that, we barely adjust it. So even when the bike travels, the brakes, the handlebar just stay clamped for the season. We run quite a lot of spacers under the stem, under the Berg Tech stem, and then the buzzwork pushing the fork all the way forward. We gain about an extra 8 mils with the buzzworks. So we've got a 2.5 mil gap between the bartender grip and the brake lever, and then we have an angle which is about 34 degrees, which the brake lever's got to sit at, and then the rest all up to the bar. So Marshy's a bit of a puzzler, so he never gets things right from the beginning, so I've got to write it down like step by step.
It's actually 33.5 on that side and 34 on that side. He thinks it's the same size.
Yeah, I think it's because of my thumbs. Sounds a bit odd, but could be. I know my head's always slightly tilted. It's always at an angle. Yeah, you see. I'm like, yeah. Well, on the fork, I run my pressure pretty hard. It's well into the 90s in air pressure, so which is pretty high. You know, a lot higher than I've ridden in years past, but I feel comfortable on it. I think as a whole, I've got my bike in a really good position this year, suspension-wise. We did a lot to try and boost the rear end and run a lot stiffer rear end. Now that the bike's not fully built yet and Marshy hasn't put the shock in, I can't show you, but we've been running an air shock, which is in his hand, and we've gone up to 300 psi on that. And with that feeling, I feel we're in a really good position. It's the first year I've been running the air shock, and I feel comfortable on it. We are quite particular about my pedals, because as soon as the shoes wear just slightly, I need to raise the pedals, the pins in the pedals, so I get a bit more grip on the pedal when I'm cornering. But it can't be too hard that I have too much grip, so I'm constantly in this progression where we turn the pins up half a turn throughout the weekends. I continue like to progress and try and make the bikes faster. We're constantly working with engineers to try and get the bikes to be as fast as possible.